these, okay? So if we look at your left-hand one there, that was your before setup, okay? So as we said, ball was too far forward, shaft leaning back, shoulders way open, your feet were getting a bit closed off, okay? Lots of variables there, and the grip was a little on the weaker side, okay? So what we're going to do now, we're going to get a nice straight line between the shoulder, the hand, and the club there. Golf ball now opposite your big toe on your right foot, okay? Then when you set it with your left hand underneath now, your grip's going to be a bit stronger, okay? You were okay there with the ball too far forward, but I then said shuffle to the right, and then you did. Yeah. So there you were in a good spot, okay? So this position...
That's what I need to remember.
That's the biggest thing for you, okay? And this is, I think, for you. If you just look at these different positions here now, how we've just you yourself have sort of tied it up. Just your setup now looks a lot more kind of straight to the camera, where that looks a bit kind of like ziggity-zaggy, because the ball's over here, the shaft's back there, it doesn't look like you got a chance at the ball straight from that position. At least from this position now, you can make your normal backswing here now, turning back nicely, coming back to the golf ball, good strike of the ball, release everything through. There's a good functional movement there. The problem was it was positioning before that was causing multiple... Look how close the club face is there. Yeah, that club's really shut with a weak grip and the ball way forward. You either get the low...
Send them to me then.
Yeah, well, I would. That's squash. Yeah. But you had that setup there. There was a lot of contributing factors. So you had shoulders wanting to send the ball to the right, feet want to send the ball to the left, ball want to send the ball to the right, grip send the ball to the left. So whichever one of those two things on each side won, the ball went either right, left, or dead straight. But you didn't know which one was going to win. And through a round of golf, all these different things are going to change just as your fatigue kicks in, yeah? You start off a bit stiff, if we're honest, yeah? No one really warms up properly. Yeah. Then you warm up into the round, then you fatigue, yeah? Which is why your game, you often see people sort of going like these peaks and troughs. So what you had, you warmed up and you were a bit stiff, but you didn't really know where the ball was going to go. So the first 4 or 5 holes weren't very good. Then you went blob, 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 blob. And then you kind of figured out where straight was and the timing, and then went par, birdie, bogey, par, 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 yeah? But the first 12 holes has killed your game. No matter how good the last was, I mean, you might score 3 goals in the second half, but if you're 5-0 down on the first half, it's an irrelevance, yeah? So we can start off in a little bit more of a tidy setup. So everything now more in line. That really is an image you want to try to sort of remember there, okay? What I sort of say now, you're trying to get like a reverse lowercase y.
Yeah.
Okay? Add address, that's what we're looking for. On there now, I mean, it's like so capital Y, yeah?
Yeah.
So building that routine again, which will start from feet together, golf ball with the longer clubs on your big toe, get your grip. You can see the difference in that grip there and that grip there, yeah?
Yeah.
We haven't changed your grip though. We just said put the handle forward, and your brain's gone, I'll hold the club over here. So your hand's adjusted, yeah? So you haven't changed your grip independently, but your grip has changed because of where you've lent the shaft, okay? And that to me is a much more easier way to go, take your left hand and go, right hand and go, and crank it over there. My shoulder feels awkward, my elbow feels wrong, yeah?
Towards my irons then.
Yeah, so if we go through this one with the driver, okay? So if you were doing a setup now with the irons, you'd have the club kind of there. Everything else would remain the same, okay? So you've got a nice lead arm there, okay? Do the whole thing the same again, and there'd be the ball position back slightly, where that'd be the iron setup. So the handle would be just slightly further back, yeah? Leaning a little bit, because obviously the ball position would be further back, but your hands...
Anything from like an 8 up to like a pitcher wedge or sand wedge?
I would say there's kind of like your long game, as in long woods, fairway woods, hybrids and so on. There's... I'm going to do a different colour. So your blue line here would be your kind of fairway woods, hybrids. That's probably a little bit further forward. I want it there, yeah? So that's your hybrids just inside your right heel. Yellow one is your driver. Red one would be short irons, mid irons, and then to your wedges, okay? And obviously when you're chipping, the ball's going to be still there, but this foot now would come in a lot narrower, which gives the impression the ball's moved back in the stance, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're not really moving around that much. Driver's got his unique setup because the ball's teed up, obviously, yeah? You're on a bloody great big tee, the ball has to be forward. Hybrids, 4-5 iron, hybrids, 3 was fairway woods on that blue line, irons off that red line. Rest good to go.
So,
okay, mate, make sense?
Yeah.
Cool, have a few more there with that driver. We'll see if we can get some more straight ones with that driver. What you will find though, Reece, in the short term, you might get a few that start going right and just staying right.
Straight right.
Yeah, which is just you. But as long as the ball flight.
Draw the ball, mate.
Exactly, mate. Yeah, but if you can get the ball to start drawing.
Because I persevered and.
Well, the thing is, you've had those two things.
Face on this though, mate. Put it on minus, don't
I don't know if you're going to. I'm not sure you're going to plus or minus. Yeah.
Minus is open, isn't it?
Or I don't know. Sometimes it depends if it's left or right handed. It might be negative. It might go the reverse. You see, so I have to double check for now, truth be told. So I will find out for you.
I thought plus is your claws, isn't it?
It depends on left or right, because basically I think it goes minus is left and plus is right. So plus with, I just figure out, because obviously it's the same with the old Titleist drive. You used to have like A1, B1, B2, C2, C3. A1 with a left-handed driver was different to A1 with a right-handed driver, because the way the shaft's obviously going in the head there. So I will double check for you now and let you know what to be fair. But I would at the moment stick with what it's got. If you're hitting the ball straight, then crack on. It's going well. So, but the setup is key. What you don't want to do is change the head and then go, was it the head change or my setup? At least if you've got one constant, the head stays the same, we can keep the grip. So feet together, handle leaning forward slightly there, small step, big step, and then getting yourself with a squared off lower half, that's much better. And now just pull the trigger from there and make normal swing with a nice little draw.